Hello, and welcome to Too Young for This, Too Old for That. Now, it's been a while, it's been a minute. I think it's the longest we've not seen each other.
A whole 4 weeks we haven't been in the same room and we've barely talked, to be honest. So it's really time for a catch up.
Indeed. So we thought we would just basically, for our Gen and 10 this week, we would have a catch up and we would let you just be flies on the walls and have a little listen to what our catch ups are like.
I'm not sure that everyone's ready for our catch ups. Gonna have to do a lot of outtakes. So thank you to Mike, our editor, because there might be bits that we need to cut.
Because ultimately, this podcast is about, we literally were just discussing it upstairs. We're recording it until, again, in Soho. And this podcast is about two friends, intergenerational friends, and amongst all the different topics, guests we have on, whatever, we never want to lose that is the core of the podcast.
Because we're friends. And it's a genuine joy to be hanging out and to be doing this with you. And it was interesting meeting again after 4 weeks, because part of me wondered whether it would be like, like a relationship that you haven't been watering or feeding for a while,
That's
and
true.
whether the love would still be there.
But sometimes also, like, it can be like that with friendships, is that, like, I think good friends are the ones that, like, you haven't seen for a while. Because also, Angie and I sometimes also, like, call and catch up and things like that. We just haven't been able to do, it's just been one of those times we keep missing each other.
Yeah.
Because Angie, I'll let you catch our listeners up, but you've basically been on,
Here, there, and everywhere.
yeah.
And you've been busy working and auditioning. So we've been doing some cool stuff, it's fair to say. So what have I been doing? I have been working, and also I have been on a training course for 3 days. I'm learning how to be a compassionate leadership trainer with the wonderful Centre for Compassionate Leadership. They're out of New York, and they train people who want to take compassionate leadership into workplaces, and to train leaders in companies in how to be more compassionate and why that's important for their business, all the benefits that have been proven to make businesses run better if people are more compassionate.
I actually didn't know that when you were doing that. I actually,
Do you know what compassion is?
I mean, I obviously know what compassion is, but like, what do they describe compassion as?
Well, so the definition of compassion is that you see suffering and you want to fix it,
Right.
and then you fix it. So there's a
It's
noticing, a noticing, and then a wanting to alleviate the suffering, and then an action. Different to empathy.
Yeah, as I say, it's not enough just to have empathy then.
No, because empathy, you just see and feel someone suffering.
So it's almost like, okay, so I saw a guy when I was walking here selling the big issue.
Mm.
So it's not enough for me just to go, oh, he's selling the big
Yeah.
issue. You actually have to stop and buy it and action it.
Yeah, that would be the compassionate thing to do, but not always, right? You don't have to. But all the evidence suggests that if leaders are compassionate and they see the suffering of their individuals or their teams, then and they seek to make it better.
Right, okay.
Teams work better, companies perform better, all the good things. And it's interesting. I work in the world of work and some corporate stuff, and it's always interesting that we end up treating people at the end of the process when work has made them stressed and they're ill. And actually, this is about dealing with it upstream. So what if your managers could be more compassionate and see suffering? If you think about instances you might have had in the workplace,
Yeah.
actually, all they're doing is pushing the shit downstream onto their employees. So that was that. So that was the first thing.
But I agree with everything in that, because I've always grown up with the mentality that a good, whether it's a school, workplace, office environment, anything, it all stems from the leadership at the top.
Yep.
So then it all trickles down to the people they hire, thus the people they hire, and right down to the juniors, maybe how the juniors are being treated. It's all the energy from the very, very top. So I think it's a very interesting scheme. And I think, fair play to you for doing it as well.
And if it's interesting, we've just been to our favourite brunch place to have brunch because we absolutely love this place around the corner in Soho. And every time we go there, you can just tell that the staff are just so happy and kind and happy to be there.
So true, actually, because we have the lovely manager who
Amy.
Amy. And we spoke to one of the other waiters, and he was like, I love working there because she's literally one of like my best friends, and she's great and hard not to like and stuff like that. So therefore she hires happy, lovely people. They are happy. They're not made to resent their workplace, etc., etc.
Yeah. And so, you work in schools, sometimes it's not always that compassionate.
No,
And I think it's the interesting thing for me, as someone who worked in the NHS as well, is that everyone on the front line, teachers, everybody, we are compassionate with the children, compassionate with the patients, but then it's whether the staff together in any of those environments are compassionate to each other.
100%.
So there you go. What have you been up to?
I've had some auditions from my lovely agent Miriam. Shout out to Miriam. We love her. Yes, I had some really exciting auditions that I'm kind of just waiting to hear from. I had a really great audition the other week, but also quite
To help.
quite tough because you're in a room.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I auditioned for
Oh, no,
It's my first.
Oh, yes,
cocktail
you did.
audition. Yeah, no, quite.
Tell us all about it. Are you allowed to say what it was?
I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm allowed to say what it was. No, it's top secret, but I don't know. But it was lovely. I met the other girls auditioning, and it's interesting because it should feel really competitive when you meet the other girls auditioning. But actually, it was really nice because as an actor, you work alone a lot unless you're cast in something. But even then, if you're cast in a short film or a TV show, you actually can just be you go, you film, you leave, goodbye.
Yeah.
So it was actually really nice. I was in a room with girls in my casting bracket, and we were like, "Did you audition for this? Were you like that?" And actually, we all got to talk.
That's nice.
And connect, and it didn't feel oh.
And is everybody on the stage? Is it like in the movies where it's next?
Kind of.
Yeah.
But they're nicer about
So
it
you
because
can
it's
watch
Fantasyland, so they are nice.
everybody else.
No, so this case, we didn't watch anyone else. I have been in auditions where you have.
Yeah.
But this one, you went to the stage, performed in front of the panel, and you left.
Okay.
They were really nice
And
people.
did you audition for a men's part or a lady's part?
Oh, so these roles.
Be the heroine?
Well, these roles, I auditioned for two, the heroine and the villain, but the villain's been gender swapped.
So it's not.
I know. Oh no, she's not. Anyway, we shall wait to hear.
Oh, I can't wait.
But as with most, you expect it to come to nothing because
it's really hard
acting
watching this from the other side. Yeah. I see you prepare and getting excited and getting nervous, doing it, and then you're left in limbo.
And also, sometimes it just comes to nothing. And it is emotion. Yeah, it's brutal. You know what's interesting is I have friends who are. I wonder if I can say. I have a friend who's going through a really difficult job application process at the moment. We had a conversation. It's not artistic or anything like that. But he has to go for these interviews, go through the highs, go through the lows, go through the limbo of waiting. And I feel weirdly enough, the acting audition industry is something that can connect and relate to that. Because my friend was I feel you're one of the only careers that kind of understand that.
Yeah.
Because some people, it's they go for a job interview and it's that simple and they have maybe a few months of applying, but he's having to do this lengthy, years-long applications.
Yeah.
He's I feel you understand the emotional highs and lows of that and the resilience you have to have as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was actually just really nice to have some auditions and be in the room and get to do some acting. I'm also doing my private coaching for my kids who have been in some really exciting auditions, who some of my students have been doing.
Oh, so Miss Annie's drama school. You see, so I think Annie should be setting up Miss Annie's drama school, but of course we don't have much time because we're all busy doing it.
I now coach kids privately and that's really taken off, and so they're now doing some really exciting West End auditions. Very I think some of the parents probably
do they say hello anyone that's watching?
Hello anyone, students' parents.
And then I went straight from the course.
Yeah, Angie's done her
to
retreat.
Wales, up in this beautiful place called Garth Barnes. Hi, Veronica, if you're out there.
Hi,
and there were 18 of us, and Mickey, our wonderful chef, and we had 3 nights in the most amazing rural retreat. I've never heard so much bird song, a bit of lake swimming.
Bloody hell.
It was really, really lovely.
That's amazing.
Put some pictures up. So that was really, and it's always a privilege to lead retreats. People that come, people come, not sure what to expect, maybe feeling a bit jaded and grey from the world. And then to see people leave with a sort of spring in their step and and exploring all the different aspects of who we are.
Because Angie will be really humble about this, but I think what you do with your retreats, you've told me about some of the stories, it's life-changing for people because they can come so stressed and so overwhelmed, and then you can literally, and it's I think also, I've never, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's amazing what you do, but it's also it's a lot for you to lead all these people and take that on. So I think it's incredible what you do. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to see one of Angie's retreats, do not hesitate.
If you want to read about it, you can read my newsletter. We'll put the link in. But
650 people actually read it
every week.
every week.
But what I'd say is that it's compassion in action, that work that I do. So I sort of feel like my work outside this pod is basically being compassion.
Yeah.
So helping people who are suffering either in the clinic or wherever else they are. What else have you been up to? You've been doing loads of social media stuff.
I've been having fun time working. I've been having a fun time working with brands. So that's not
Is
English.
it fun?
I mean, it's, you know what?
Because for me, doing anything on Instagram, posting anything on Instagram is just, just makes me want it.
But I do get that. Like last week, I wasn't able to do any social media work. I had meetings with some of the brands. I went to an amazing meeting with, shout out to Pause Lab. Went to a lovely meeting in Soho House, on the rooftop of Soho House. It was
Can you take some pictures?
we weren't really allowed to.
Oh, okay.
But me being
Not
like,
cool.
well, maybe it's like discretion apparently. But me being like the freaking influencer I am, I walked around there and
Was there anyone famous there?
you know when you're like sitting with people and you're like, you give famous energy, right?
Yeah, like us.
Yeah, 100%. You're like sat with them and you're like, to be fair, I do love going into places and we're like, Angie goes into places, she's like, we have a podcast. And I'm like, yeah.
She does it in that voice as well.
Oh, yeah. No, but we had like, so I had like meetings and stuff, but I just didn't post anything. And you know what? It's actually quite nice sometimes to have the odd week. And I do think there's a huge pressure to post. Everyone's like, you need to post, you need to post, you need to post. But it was sometimes you do just wake up and you're like, I don't want to be camera facing. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I don't want to be doing anything today. Like you're just feeling maybe like I was on my period. I didn't want to be like on the camera. And like I'm okay with saying that because I do think that's something like we don't talk about enough is like you feel crap. But I do really enjoy it. I enjoy the creative outlet, especially when I'm not acting. I love the editing, the performance, the ideas, the structure. I find it really exciting. And I love sitting down like with the Pause Lab team and like coming up with the ideas and the strategies and the projects and campaigns and like working. They have a lovely PR lady.
So how many brands are you working with?
Well, it depends because I like work with Pause Lab, Paul Pages and Wilfreds, and from there I work with other brands. Do you see if that makes sense? So I went to Fulham Pier for this like dog event, which was fab, and you know you meet other brands. So I met this amazing mother-daughter duo who run this dog vitamin company, and it's like it's once again it's intergenerations, a mother and a daughter teaming up.
Yeah.
And actually, it's quite interesting because the mother was like, I do the social media because I'm really good at being camera facing. And the daughter was like, I do the kind of
Let's just have a shout out. What are they called? Okay, we'll put that in a minute. You can see them just there. And then what else have we been up to?
So what? So I've been up to social media work. You had around on Sunday your guru.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about that or no?
So this is a side of myself that I don't
You don't have
always
to
share. No, I'm happy to share it. So I have a spiritual teacher. I've studied the philosophy of the Vedas, Vedanta, for years, and I was delighted that my spiritual teacher, Swamini Ji, came to my home on Sunday, and I invited about 30 students who have followed her through me. Or we've taught a couple of retreats together, and we had a really lovely talk. And the talk that she delivered was about how to manage reactions, like our reactions, how to manage our reactions in a world that is doing its best to get the reactions out of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
And so she was saying that, you know, all the reactions come from other people, and you can't control other people, but you can only control yourself, which we know. But it was really interesting to, you know, to unfold that and explore that in an hour's talk with people who had lots of questions, and it's lovely. Yeah. Talking about having a nearest and dearest around you, what news in the Lewis household?
Padre Lewis, Daddy Lewis is turning 60, so happy birthday to my dad.
Happy birthday, John.
John's birthday week, buying pints for John all week.
Yeah.
All month apparently. And we're going to be taking him. You're going to actually, Angie, you're going to have this. His birthday present is in the summer. We are taking him to Guildfest, and we're going to go to Guildford Music Festival, and we've bought weekend tickets.
Fabulous.
And we're going to go to the music festival. So it's
What is it, like Phil Collins and...
it's like the Proclaimers, Dance Men and
Yeah.
ABC, not for dyslexics.
Thank you. I think we know who she means. And
Yeah, so we're gonna be that's gonna be some videos that I'll be posting.
nice.
Us at an intergenic. I bet you I bet you didn't expect that from me.
No, I didn't.
I'll be my full festival guy. So I am cool when I want to be.
Yeah. And then the other shout out has got to be to my boys. It's exam season. Do you remember your A levels? Who out there still has nightmares about A levels or degree or whatever or exams? Yeah, everyone. I know my sister, my ex. Lots of people still have that sort of right in. So Buddy started at A levels.
I just did my A levels and I still because of COVID. And I still wake up and have the A level
Feel a cold sweat.
Yeah, and I think, oh my God, I didn't revise for like politics, English, or something like that. And I literally, I get that. Bless him. It's the worst time.
And then we've got dissertation and masters happening up in Manchester. So good luck to everyone out there who is doing their exams, because there might be more of you or is supporting someone who's doing their exams. So
That's our little catch up.
that's our little catch up. And also, I know that both of us have been out. We've been socializing. It's been really nice to be with friends, to be with family. And if there's anything that this podcast is about, it's about being with people that you love. And even though it's been a month, I still love her. Do you still love me?
So needy.
This lovely quote that Swaminiji uses quite a lot. So some ancient philosophical wisdom. This idea that when you say to someone, I love you, you're not saying I love you. You're really saying I love me when I'm with you. I love who I am when I'm with you. And that's how I feel about you.
I love me when I'm with you.
We love you all too. And we can't wait to see you again. And if there's anything that you want us to cover, give us a shout.
I look like such a little baby here.
Like, follow us on Instagram, Too Young Too Old. I don't love this bit of Annie. So, thank you for watching. We're so glad to be back. We're going to have some big episodes coming out, and we can't wait to share them with you. So, see you soon.